This video was brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Hey, what's up there, people out there on the YouTube Zors? This is your Papa Tikyo coming to you live from the J-Land. How are you all doing today? It's another hot sexual Wednesday here in Tokyo, Japan. It's fucking cold. It's really fucking cold. Actually, it's Wednesday for you guys when I'm releasing this, but I'm actually, it's Monday here for me, and I'm fucking cold. It's not even fun cold. It's like, I can see my breath cold. Actually, I shouldn't complain at all, considering that, you know, in Tokyo, you know, Tokyo has some of the most mild winters in Japan, you know, compared to, like, you know, the east and west and north and south coast of Japan. So it's not that bad. This is totally not an area that I can go to. There's a bridge over there, though. Look at this. They have danshis. These are poor people apartments in Shinagawa. This is crazy. That's fucking awesome. I didn't even know they had things like that. See, nice new apartments, shitty ghetto apartments. Nice and new, shitty ghetto. But I want to get over the bridge. I want to go to the coast side of this. But anyway, welcome back, guys, to another TkyoRants, where yours truly gives a little rant and rave about his life here in Japan. I just got done renewing my license at the Samezu driving center here, and yeah, and we're gonna just go on a drive around here. Right now we're in the, again, Shinagawa, Samezu, South Tokyo area, and yeah, I mean, I don't really come down here. A lot of people don't come down here unless you work for like big companies like Sony or like other big domestic Japanese companies, or, you know, if you're a foreigner, you probably come down here if you live in Tokyo to renew your visa every now and then. So yeah, it's this area has a lot of it's funny, it's got a lot of rich people, you know, because like it costs a lot to live near the bay and shit. So it's I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I never usually get to come down here, so we're gonna go around, and I have time to kill before I go and meet my other friend, and we're gonna go film a video of him later. So I thought I'd just go around here today, and I drive around, and I'm talking about two things related to the harbor here in Japan. One is, you know, one is the bureaucracy that you have to deal with when being in Japan, and why I like it better than America. And second is Shenmue, because Shenmue, like half the first game, deals with you working in the harbor. So I'm gonna go around and show you guys the awesome Japanese harbor. It's sunset right now, so it's only like 4 p.m. and it's already sunsetting, god damn it. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd tell you guys about that, and let's just take a fun ride. Usually I always ride, I always take these videos on the way to work, and I have some time to kill, so I thought, why not? I'm you know, anyway, and look over there, that is Tokyo Keiba City, which means horse race city. So I didn't even know they had like a horse race area over here. That's really cool, actually. And look, you can see the sunset and everything. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I rarely come to this area of Tokyo, so this is really cool, actually. Yeah, so I want to go to the harbor area. I want to see what it looks like. I haven't been there since one of you guys, Mr. Kyle in the Tkyosan fam, since he came here for a tour. You know, he was like, I forgot why we had to go down. We had to go down to this area for a specific reason. I can't remember why, but then we took some awesome sexual pictures, and it was fun. We snuck into this area that you're not totally allowed to sneak into, but we did anyway. But I don't know, it's funny. Like, I always thought, like, why would you want to fucking live around here? Because, like, this is one of the few countries in the world that gets fucking that gets goddamn tsunamis. So it's like, why? Why would you want to live near, like, right near the ocean in Japan? Oh shit. Just dead ass fucking crow on the fucking, wow. He was a symbol to all the other crows not to fuck around. But yeah, no, this is interesting. This is cool. Like, I don't know, like I said, I got some time to kill, so I thought I'd say hi. Oh look, the moon's in the sky too. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, if you're a foreigner, unless you're working for one of those awesome fucking super rich companies, you're more than likely just going to be coming to this area to go to immigration, which is also ironically on the port. I don't know why they did that. Maybe just for reasons. I want to know why. Why did they choose that area out of anything? Because I never liked Shinagawa because they have tall buildings, but they don't have anything around the tall buildings, you know? They have, like, what is it, like, in the tall building areas or whatever, they have, like, there's no shops around here. There's some interesting parks and, like, shrines and shit. But, I mean, there's, like, not much to look at when it comes to, like, actually, like, being around here and shit, you know? But this is cool. This is cool. It's actually, it's funny, like, how quickly you get used to the cold here. And look, that's a paid highway down there. Fuck. And there's the harbor area over there, which means immigration's over there too. And look, you can even see Tokyo Skytree. That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, before I came to Japan, like, you know, it's funny. I was on the phone talking to my good buddy, Ryan Boundless. Andy-san, show a clip of Ryan Boundless doing something Ryan Boundlessy. Go!
Oh gosh, here we go. The weeaboos and Japan fanatics are gonna have a shit fit with this one.
Yeah, thank you, Andy-san. But for all of you guys who need an editor, by the way, you know, for your videos, or you need somebody to consult with before you start your videos, you need some help, my buddy Andy-san, he edits all of these TkyoRants, so feel free to give Andy-san, just throw yourself out there. Come on, Andy-san, just put yourself in the video right now and tell everybody for 10 seconds how good you are. Go, bump!
Oh, shit. What am I gonna say in like 10 seconds that explains what I'll do for editing and stuff? I guess, hey.
Okay, thank you, Andy-san. There you go, very nice. Anyway, guys, yeah, I don't know, it's just like before, I don't know, I was telling Ryan Balance, because Ryan originally came here for a woman. I'm pretty sure he said that in his video, so I don't think I'm just disparaging any fucking info. But he came here originally because he had like a Japanese girlfriend. And, you know, he gives me shit about being a weeboo and stuff all the time. And for me, I always thought weeboos were people that came to Japan originally, or like, I mean, they love Japan and they defend Japan, but they never actually been to Japan or studied Japanese, and all they do is suck Japan's dick without actually ever being in Japan, or never experiencing real Japan. So I was like, okay, and I was like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm not that kind of guy. Like, I've lived in Japan for 10 years. And like, I speak Japanese. I worked at a Japanese domestic company, like 2 of them, you know? And I've like most of my girlfriends in my life have been Japanese. Ah, loser. But, you know, I was like, you know, it's a deeply embedded part of my life here, you know, like of my life in general. And so, you know, can I pop this back on the jacket before? Come on, come on. Come on. Oh, giant truck behind me. Nice. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to, like, why do they put these straps on the leather jacket that just come undone so quickly? I want to go over there where all those cranes are. Fucking Wire Season 2 type shit. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I was telling him, I was like, dude, like, because he said that I'm a weeboo and that I'm wrong about Japan. And, like, you know, he's a good friend. And he's one of those friends that we can have a fun adult argument and we could still be friends after that, even though we have disagreements. And I don't know many people my age or older or younger, or just in general, that can do that, you know, that can have a civilized argument or debate without immediately, like, taking it as a personal attack. But I was telling him, you know, he's like, you know, you and these other J-vloggers, you always paint Japan as such a nice thing, but there's a lot of negative shit going on. And, you know, you don't keep it real. You don't keep it real. Andy-san, show what happens to Dave Chappelle when it keeps it real. Boom!
Hey, my man! Hey, my man! Fuck you!
How about that? Yeah, let's smoke weed. Let's smoke weed.
See, that's what happens when you keeps it real, you know? Oh, shit. Come on, baby. Oh, sign the treaty. Wait, can I go forward? No, I can't. Oh, shit. I totally want to go forward and go more into the harbor. Let me go into the harbor, baby. Okay, I can still turn into the harbor. Yeah, look at this. This is fun. See, look, we're all around all these trucks that are meant for the harbor and shit. That's so fucking cool. But anyway, I was like, Ryan, like, you know, you don't understand. Like, since I was 13, like 14, like even younger, I've always wanted to be in Japan. And the thing is like, maybe you grew up, you know, middle class or whatever. But like, you know, he's mentioned in his videos that how his dad was a real big fucking, like, you know, like catchy asshole and stuff, like a cheapskate dude and whatever in his videos. And so I understand that. But, you know, at the same time, I'm like, well, dude, like, you know, Japan compared to America, for example, the bureaucracy of Japan is fucking awesome. It's great. Oh, don't hit me. Ah, no trucks. Got so many giant things that can kill me. Ah. And anyway, yeah, it's just like, you know, I told him, I was like, listen, like, you know, I've been part of the American system, like, you know, for a while, and like Japan's like one of the only places that actually has their shit together when it comes to this shit. And you know, it might be partially because it's a nice fusion of Western and Eastern, you know, systems and philosophies and whatnot, but I like Japan, and I feel like my life here, especially for the income I make, which is like nothing, is a lot better, and you know, it's a lot more protected here than in America, where like, you know, like my friends are telling me like, oh yeah, normal rent in like the shittier city that was next to my old city, it's like, yeah, it's still like $1,300 for like a, you know, a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm like, what the fuck is up with that shit? I think you should judge a country based on how much the rent is, always. And Japan doesn't have that much fucking, you know, the rent here is not that fucking high. You know, the rent is too goddamn high. Party. That's me. That's me. I think the rent is too goddamn high. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought that it's, you know, when I come to Japan, or when I am in Japan, you know, I like to consider that this place is awesome. Like, they have their shit together, so you can get inherently your shit together. And I'm totally going into the harbor. When you walk through the water, you better watch your back. I beg your pardon, walk a straight and narrow track. If you walk with Jesus to save your soul, you gotta keep the devil right down in the hole. But, you know, I told him, I was like, that is the difference between you and me, monsieur, is that, you know, I love Japan, and wherever you go, whatever country you go to, it's gonna have bad shit that you don't want to deal with. But I can deal with it, you know, like compared to the American system and like the American, you know, incompetency of America and like the laziness and bureaucracy of America, you know, I got nothing really to complain about. Okay, go truck driver man. Go truck driver man. I totally want to sneak into the harbor. I wonder if I could do that. So anyway, yeah, and so I guess that's another reason why I bring up I'll talk more about the bureaucracy in a second, but I love the fact that, you know, in the game Shenmue, you spend time in the fucking harbor. Because I don't know why, it's always fascinated me, like the combination of you know, steel and water. You know, like man-made steel mixed with water. It's always been fascinating to me. God damn, these roads are so beat the fuck up. Poor Spaghetti's like fucking getting, oh my god, I can go already? Cool. You know, poor Spaghetti's getting kicked around like yesterday's salami. But I don't know, I've always liked the idea of like, you know, like machinery work going on, you know, next to the harbor and stuff. Can I get in here? Oh shit, there's a fucking guard. Oh, come on. Yeah, of course he's looking at me. Oh, container senor. Oh, I can keep going. That wasn't a red light, that was just to get in and get out. Okay. Cool. This is so much fun. I love exploring and seeing new places. Okay, let's just do a U-turn in here. Let's just do a U-turn. Can I just do a U-turn? I want to just do a U-turn. Let's just loop around over here. Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here, but I just looking for a place to turn around, and like I'm gonna try to turn around here. Wow, look at that. Containers for the ships and trucks and everything. Here we go. Oh, this is interesting. This is cool. I saw the little guard with his little guard truck. Okay. Let's see if I can twist around. I'm kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, so let's see if I can get out of here. Yep. Yep, there he is with his little guard truck going on his little patrols. That's cool though. That, I gotta remember that. Sneaking area. Open sneaking area right there. Oh, that's so fun. But yeah, like in Shenmue, you know, like when you're, you know, spoiler, when your father dies in Shenmue, you know, you find out that he was killed by a gang guy, like a Chinese gang member, and that some of that gang is located in the harbor. And you have to go to the harbor to find him. And it's interesting because, like, you know, half the game basically is like, you know, taking place in a harbor. You know, you're just doing harbor shit in the harbor, you know, forklift, moving boxes, etc., etc. And that's in Yokosuka. That isn't here. That's actually in the other harbor in Kanagawa. But it's just it's interesting. It's cool. Like, I've always wanted to, because I played Shenmue, I always kind of wanted to have a job in the harbor, you know, like where I could like work and like basically like you're moving shit in and out of the country. You know how much like sketchy shit you can get away with? Just watch The Wire season 2. You guys will know what I'm talking about. But it's just so, I don't know, it's just so cool. Like, it's giant Hot Wheels pretty much. You know, you're moving giant machines with your fucking giant claws and shit. I don't know, it's fun. But yeah, I remember, you know, when I first came to Japan, one of the most disappointing things that I had to deal with was that, you know, like I went all the way to the harbor in Yokosuka. What the fuck is this guy doing? You are driving on the wrong side of the road, mister. One of the things that you're, I can't turn? I can't, I gotta turn here. Okay, the fucking guard place is still there and shit. Ooh, I wants to sneak in, daddy. I want to go see those cranes, but I remember I was so disappointed because I thought, you know, like they'd at least have like a tourist place. God, it smells like burnt rubber and stuff. I love it. So blue collar. Where's Bruce Springsteen when we need him? No, but anyway, I was so disappointed when I went to the harbor in Yokosuka, and yeah, you can't get in there. Like, there's not even a tour place for normal people or whatever. It's just like, nope, you can't get in. No permission, no getting in. And I was like, ah, oh, damn it. Oh, man. Specks of dust keep fucking hitting my eyes. This is so cool. This is so cool. I don't know why. It's just like, you know, because I grew up with the ocean and the mountains, you know, around me. So it isn't like the ocean isn't a new thing to me, but just like seeing business done, because like there's two types of ocean, you know, like an ocean area. There's either the boring beach area or just stupid fat people just going to the beach and just being like, ha ha, water, woo, sand in my crevices. But then you have like people that are actually like in the fucking, can I turn here? Yeah, totally I can turn here. Nice. We're gonna get closer and closer to the water, as close as we can, because we're killing time. But you know, it's you know, like there's either like the non-businessy side of being near the beach, and then there's this side, you know. And so I don't know, I always thought it was interesting how it's like, you know, because like doing business near the water is not an easy fucking thing, you know. You got to deal with a lot of bullshit, you know, rusty fucking parts, you know. It's usually really cold because of the wind and the water and shit. This is so cool. This is so fucking cool. And look at all these trucks. They don't have any parking spaces nearby, so they just hang out on the side of the road, you know, waiting until they have to drive or whatever. You know, I always considered being a truck driver here in Japan, just because you get like to sit on your ass all the time and basically just all you're doing is like you're getting paid to see the country. And it's like, well, Sam, you I'm like, yeah, but like, dude, like, imagine, like, you know, if you don't have an agenda to begin with, and then you're just getting paid to move from like city to city, just dragging some people's stuff to their shit. I mean, how cool is that stuff, you know? Oh, that was an opening of no guard. Let's just casually go in here and then just be like, I need to turn around if somebody asks. I love this too. I could use the excuse. That's the great thing being a foreigner too. Be like, Michi, I'm confused. I don't know where to go. And they're like, yep. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that shit, guys. Like, there's that giant machine that picks up just crates and puts them on the trucks. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know. Again, it's like playing Shenmue, you know? It's like you see all these containers, and all of these containers are like, you know, they literally contain shit from around the world, you know? It's really cool. Like that's why everything's in English and shit on these containers. It's fucking interesting. It's cool. Oh. I just love this. Like, I feel like I'm like a tiny human in dinosaur country, because there's all these fucking trucks around me. And I should know my place. Oh, that's the great thing about being a foreigner here. Just play dumb the whole time. But Ossifer, I did not know. I did not know. I did not. I love that. Ishoni tachi iri kinshi. Ippan sho tachi iri kinshi. Oh man, I love that. Seeing a payphone here too. You don't get to see payphones that often. Okay, let's just go in here and then let's. Can we go this way? I'll go this way. Okay, that's funny. That place is a warehouse too. Doesn't look like the warehouses in Shenmue. Oh man, it's so cool just checking out all these fucking trucks go by. I'm telling you, this is like a kid's Hot Wheel dream. I swear, if I ever have a son or a daughter that is into trucks or whatever, I'll totally take them down here. I'll just like look at all the different trucks go by. This is so cool. So fucking cool. Okay. Yep. I love it too because like I bet I could get a job down here. It's just again like being around, working around all this hard, like, you know, just like cold wind, hard shit, whatever, you know. It's just, I bet it's got to be like really hard on you. But to work in a place like this, but at the same time, you're working with a real man. I don't know. I have like a fantasized version of what working at a harbor looks like. And like for me, it's like, you know, what is it like? You've seen the clips maybe of like the dudes in The Wire, and they're like, you know, they're like, oh, we're so hungover from the last night. So they go to the bar, and then they just like fucking, they crush an egg into a beer, and then they have that with a shot for breakfast. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I don't even know, can we turn right here? I'm just gonna assume yes. But this is so cool. Ah. I mean, it's just so funny. It's like I live in this country for like 10 years. I don't ever like come to, I've only been around this area a couple times. And it's just so much fun. Andy-san, show how much fun you're having right now. Go.
Redux, mother dang it!
See guys, that's how much fun this place is. Oh man. Is this guy doesn't have his blinker on either. Well, whatever. It doesn't say I can't turn here, so I will goddamn turn if I please. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. It's just there's something mystical and fun about like hanging out in a harbor, you know? Because it's like, you know, on land it's always the same shit no matter where you go. But if it's on the ocean, like, you know, you're dealing with the elements. You know, if there's a tsunami, you're fucked. Well, I guess if you're like in a place like that, you might be fine. Can I turn right here? I'm guessing I can turn right. And I'm doing it. Nice. Anyway, yeah, this has been really fun. I don't know, it's just, I loved Shenmue, and I loved it how that was by the ocean. I loved how Shenmue was like it was like being Japanese simulator, you know, with a touch of revenge. Because it's just like, you know, I live in the country, well, not the countryside, I live in a suburb of Tokyo, greater Tokyo, only like 10 minutes away from the main train line, the Yamanote line. And it's just funny, like, you know, I've had, you know, I don't know, it's just like you become, as long as you're not super introverted, you will become Ryo Hatsuki. And it's funny because actually, like, my name, the name that I chose, my Japanese name is Hazuki Ryo. And it's funny because, you know, like, in the town where I live right now, I've lived there for about 5 years. I'm going to be moving soon. But it's like, guys, I highly recommend whatever place that you go to live in, make sure that you say hi to everybody. Like, any shop you go to, say hi. It's like, well, Sam, I'm an introvert. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm an introvert when I'm at my house. Hell, one of you guys from the Tkyosam fam, Mr. Chaos KO, you're staying with me right now, and he knows. Like, I told him beforehand. He was like, hey, you know, like, can I crash at your place? And I was like, you've been a patron for a year. You've been paying a lot more than most people. Sure, you can be a patron. But I told him before he came, I was like, dude, when I'm at my house, I want to be left alone. Like, completely. Like, unless I talk to you, like, unless I call out to you, just leave me alone. Because, like, my house is my sanctuary kind of thing. Like, you know, when I'm in the zone, you know, I'm in my house usually. And look at all those fucking birds. Holy shit. God damn, that's a lot of fat finches. That is a lot of fat finchy babies. But anyway, yeah, let's go through here. We're down to the harbor for right now. But, you know, I told him, I was like, dude, I want to be just left alone. So, like, you know, if you came to Japan and you're staying at my place just to hang out with me, bad idea, because I'm going to ignore you like 99% of the time, dude. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. He hasn't, there was a couple times where he's like, hey, Sam, you called my name. I was like, no, I want to be alone. Like, I'm an asshole like that. I'm just like, you know, it's just, when I'm at home, I am the introvert. But when I'm, you know, outside, I'm totally like free and, you know, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I was just, it's just funny because, like, I'm getting, I don't know why I brought that up. But I mean, oh yeah, because extrovert. But, you know, since I am a fat guy who's like blonde, long hair, like, I stick out. Like, people will fucking remember me, even if they try not to remember me. I am the pink elephant, you know? And so like, when I walk around town or whatever, you know, I've had times where people stop me and shit. I even had my neighbors call the cops because I made a fucking snowman recently, which will be a totally different story because it's just hilarious. I think I'll make it into a smaller fucking video or something. But you know, it was just, I remember, and like, the cops are supposed to be on the Japanese people's side, right? And I love it. The cop came up and he's like, hey. And I was like, officer, I don't know what the hell's going on here. She called the cops. She came into my house illegally, but I don't care about that. The point is, it's just like, you know, I'm sick and tired of these people being racist, blah, blah, blah. And the cop was like, yeah, I understand. I was like, look, like, this is a stupid snowman. Like, let's just destroy it. It takes like 5 seconds, not a big deal. And he was like, yeah. And like, you know, in that instance, like, you know, the cop should have taken the lady who's been there for like 20 years in that house, and like, you know, and the other people who are offended side. But he took my side. He's like, oh yeah, I know you. You're always going to McDonald's in front of the station. I was like, ah, shit. I was like, hey, what's up, dude? And he was like, yeah, I know you. I was like, oh shit. And like, apparently the guy in the neighborhood watch came by too. And he's like, oh, what's the problem we got here? And I was like, oh shit, you're the old guy I always talk to when I go to the doctor. You know? And he's like, yeah. And so, you know, you see these people, just like in Shenmue, you like, who go through the town on their daily fucking walks or whatever, and you're like, oh shit, I've ran into you, I know you. So, I don't know, that's just a fun observation of sexual nature. Aomori Yokocho. What train line is this? Keikyu? Huh. Also, this is another thing I love about Japan, is just everything is just so close together. Like, just look at how close, like, how small the shops are. And that's because Tokyo is just so fucking, you know, the rent here is so high. Well, no, I take that back. The space for rent is so high. You can find decent rent anywhere in the city. It might not be big, though. But at the same time, if you live in the biggest city in Japan, why would you be inside most of the time? If you're in some shitty countryside area, I understand completely, but yeah. Anyway, I know that this rant really hasn't had a lot of direction to it, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I had a lot of fun, you know, making this rant. So if you guys had a lot of fun too, don't forget to smash that like button and tell me how much you like that. And also just, I guess the question I'm going to leave you guys with is, do you guys also like the harbor? You know, like, do you like harbor shit? Tell me right down in the comments down below. What do you guys think of when you think of ocean and harbor and piers and shit? Yeah, and if you're new to these TkyoRants, don't forget to sign up for the super secret sexual newsletter at the end of this video. That's Tkyosan, and I'm out, baby. Yeah, buddy. Woo!